in this part, how many times, because we love to talk about this part of the hustle, that it's the really tipping point of an entrepreneur, that the non-romantic part of doing this. How was your schedule? How many times, how many hours did you sleep a day? At what time you slept? At what time you wake up? How was that hustle, and what was the best piece of advice you got from those tough days?
Yeah, so my day, I had a 4 month old. So if I managed to sleep through the night when I first got here, that was always a good win to start the day. But I'd be generally up at 6 and having time with my daughter and then just getting out of the house. I would have a typical work day, but I'd always be home by 5:30 to have dinner and hang with my daughter. And it was like a really nice focus to sort of break up the day. But then come 8 o'clock, I'd jump back on the laptop and work through to 11, 12, 1 a.m. in the morning. And I would do that 5 days a week. I'd give myself Saturday off, but then typically work Sunday as well to sort of get ahead for the week. And looking back, I know for a fact that after the exit, I sort of stopped and took a few months off, and just my mental health had suffered. I'd pushed myself way beyond what I should have done. And on reflection, I don't think I needed to do the hours that I did. I think at that point, you just feel like you have to be on all the time. And as we went through, we got much better at understanding our cash flow, our pipeline, our margin on projects, our business development cycles, all the things that makes you more effective. And that analysis allowed us to be quick on decisions, quick on finding new clients, and gave us a really good momentum to be able to build and grow with more confidence. So that for me was one of the biggest things that I got out of that. Is I now know how to build a business from day zero that actually is effective, and you don't burn hours doing things that you don't need to.
That's impressive. That you also make, like, you get your things in order, and to have also space for your family. That it's sometimes that entrepreneurs just forget. That's really impressive. Now today you have two exits. You have founded three different companies, and now you are advisor and angel investor in a lot more. But there is one line that it's a common thread in all of them. That is, you have been working in storytelling, having a great marketing and strategy. Tell me how this is a really important part from your perspective for a business nowadays in 2025.
Yeah, it's what I love about, and whether I'm lucky, whether it's by design, I think it's somewhere in the middle. But working in creative culture, if you're communicating on behalf of a brand to people that are really passionate about fashion or art or music, you can't talk down to them. You can't fake culture. You can't pretend to be someone that you're not. So it required some really solid strategy to make sure that you understood the audience, you understood what you were trying to do. And my superpower is always being able to translate that two-circle Venn. I sit at the intersection to understand both worlds. And it meant that you had a place of authenticity where you started. And that always was grassroots. So bottom up, rather than talking down to people